In a dramatic turn of events that has captivated Washington and Wall Street alike, President Donald Trump has warned that his former ally, billionaire Elon Musk, will face very serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates in the future. This statement marks the latest escalation in a rapidly deteriorating relationship between two of America's most powerful figures. Today, we examine the origins of this feud, the potential implications of the president's threat, and what it means for both American politics and Musk's business empire. We'll present perspectives from across the political spectrum to provide a balanced understanding of this high-stakes confrontation. The relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk wasn't always adversarial. In fact, Musk was one of Trump's most significant supporters during the 2024 election. Following Trump's near assassination in Butler, Pennsylvania, Musk endorsed the then candidate and went on to contribute more than $250 million to Republican candidates in the 2024 cycle, which, for the right, was significant. So significant, in fact, that people argue that Elon Musk's support was crucial to President Trump's victory, as he not only provided financial backing, but also leveraged his massive social media platform to rally support for Republican candidates across the country. After Trump's victory, Musk was appointed to lead the Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, where he sought to identify ways to cut federal spending. He claimed to have identified approximately $175 billion in potential savings during his tenure. While Musk's appointment raised eyebrows due to potential conflicts of interest stemming from his numerous government contracts, his supporters viewed it as bringing business efficiency to government operations. The breaking point in their relationship came over what Trump has called his Big Beautiful Bill, a massive legislative package that would make permanent the 2017 tax cuts, increase fraud detection and prevention, and revoke green energy tax credits passed under the Biden administration. Musk publicly criticized the bill, calling it a disgusting abomination that would add trillions to the national deficit, effectively undoing the cost-saving measures he had worked to implement at DOGE. Media from the right says that President Trump views this bill as essential to fulfilling his campaign promises and securing America's economic future. From his perspective, Musk's criticism represents a betrayal after being given a position of trust in the administration. Media from the left, however, focused more on the cons of the bill, mentioning how fiscal watchdogs across the political spectrum have raised concerns about the bill's impact on the national debt, and that the Congressional Budget Office projects it will increase the deficit by nearly $3 trillion. What began as a policy disagreement quickly spiraled into personal attacks. Trump threatened to cancel billions in government contracts for Musk's companies, while Musk claimed credit for Trump's electoral victory. The conflict reached its most contentious point when Musk accused Trump of being in the Epstein files and suggested this was why they hadn't been fully released to the public. Musk later deleted this tweet, and Trump dismissed the accusation as old news. Media from the right would be quick to defend Trump, saying how the president banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago in 2007 over an incident with a club member's teen daughter, and that Trump's former association with Epstein in the 1990s has been public knowledge for years. Media from the left, while not as quick to defend Trump, do acknowledge the significance of the feud between Trump and Musk, saying how the accusation, while unsubstantiated and later retracted, represents how deeply personal and bitter this feud has become. It's unprecedented for a former administration official to make such explosive claims against a sitting president. In a phone interview with NBC News on June 7th, President Trump issued his most direct threat yet. If Elon Musk funds Democrats to fight against the big spending bill, he'll have to pay the consequences for that. He'll have to pay very serious consequences if he does that. The statement raises questions about what these consequences might entail and whether a president can legally retaliate against political opponents. However, both the left and right have different approaches to this issue. Media from the right don't see this as a big issue, as the general idea is that the president is simply stating that actions have consequences in politics. Musk benefited greatly from his alliance with Republicans, and, naturally, that relationship would change if he actively works against them. Media from the left, however, take Trump's words seriously, with their general consensus being that this threat raises serious concerns about potential abuse of presidential power. Government contracts should be awarded based on merit and value to taxpayers, not political loyalty. The financial stakes in this confrontation are enormous. Musk's companies have received at least $38 billion in government contracts, loans, subsidies, and tax credits over more than 2 decades. SpaceX alone secured $3.8 billion in government contracts in fiscal year 2024 and has taken much more from NASA and other agencies since 2008. As this high-stakes feud continues to unfold, the consequences extend far beyond a personal disagreement between two powerful men. They touch on fundamental questions about presidential power, political loyalty, and the relationship between government and business in America. What's clear is that both men wield enormous influence. Trump through the power of the presidency, and Musk through his wealth, companies, and social media platform. How their confrontation resolves could have lasting implications for American politics, business, and governance. This has been an examination of the Trump-Musk feud and its potential consequences. We've drawn on reporting from multiple sources across the political spectrum to provide a balanced perspective on this developing story.